If Peter Parker ever hopes to get back into the red and blue saddle, he'll need a little help from his friends. All this and more on the pages of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 87. Let's hop on in together and find out what happens next, shall we? So then, as the comic opens up, we actually get to see a meeting between Captain America and Black Cat. Apparently, Felicia Hardy is just crushing those bar wings and drinking champagne she brought from home. Damn, every move is a power move for this lady, apparently. The reason these two unlikely individuals in the superhero community have come together is because they're worried about their mutual friend, Peter Parker. He tried to get back into the field a few issues ago, foregoing his own physical therapy, and because of that, he almost ended up getting killed by a couple run-of-the-mill hijackers. Because of that, Captain America and Black Cat have decided to come together to help Peter rebuild himself. After all, regular old physical therapy can only take you so far. When you're a superhero, you need a little super therapy too, and just to really put a carrot at the end of the stick, they decide to take his costume away from him and say he doesn't get it until he completes their routine. And honestly, that's probably for the best too, considering that all the billboards around town sponsored by the Beyond Corporation are sure to tell anyone who looks at them that the old Spider-Man is out and their new Spider-Man is in. Speaking of Ben, how exactly is he doing right now? At the end of the previous issue, he had discovered that Maxine Danger and Beyond had actually been editing his memories. And once the horrible truth was out in the open again, they decided to mess with his memories once more, this time causing a complete mental break. Now the company doctors are putting Humpty Dumpty back together again, while also making sure he can still perform as Spider-Man, starting with a series of cue cards making sure he remembers all the villains' names. At first, it seems like everything is going good and Beyond will be ready to put their puppet Spider-Man back out into the field. Unfortunately, as this little procedure comes to a close, we realize Ben no longer knows what comes with great power. Ooh, yeah, I'm sure that won't come back to bite him anytime, will it? Now, how is Spider-Man's Rocky-style training montage going? Slowly. He's actually having a hard time keeping up with Black Cat these days, which is unfortunate considering he's supposed to be the superpowered one. Yeah, bad luck powers aside and all of that. We also find out that Captain America did his part by packing Peter a lunch. Oh, that's so sweet, and also if he doesn't eat it, I'm pretty sure that's unpatriotic. I love all the little in-references and jokes that Zeb Wells puts in this issue too. Peter donning a paper bag on his head, the crop top that says animal that he used to actually wear back in the day. They really do a good job making it known that Felicia and Steve care a lot about Peter, and they know that should the time come, he will happily throw himself into the line of fire as Spider-Man, because that's what heroes do, but they don't want him going in atrophied and half-cocked, because, well, then there's no telling what could happen. I also really appreciate this bigger theme that we've seen all throughout the Spider-Man Beyond run, and that is this idea of Spider-Man actually training and keeping up on it to be the best heroes they can be. Now, hey, whatever happened to Ben Reilly's psychiatrist, Dr. Kafka? He opened up to her and vice versa about all the evils of the Beyond Corporation, and now Maxine Danger is keeping her hostage. Which, in a horrifying twist of fate, she can totally do, because as far as the world is concerned, the real Dr. Kafka died years ago, and this is just a clone with no discernible rights. But we know Kafka, and we know she has thoughts and feelings and is human and wanted to actually help Ben despite the evil of the Beyond Corporation. Well, you feel really bad for her, and this story brings up a lot of interesting questions about clone rights and liberty. Now, despite all the great work that Cap and Black Cat have been doing for Peter, he just can't seem to get back up to 100%, even when they start trying to do some more interesting training methods, like Black Cat actually robbing a store and having him chase her down. Or Felicia and Steve both dressing up like burglars to try and catch Peter's attention on his way home. It seems that maybe what's going on with him is just as much psychosomatic as it is physical. And unless he's able to overcome those inner demons, he's not going to be able to reclaim his mantle anytime soon. Now, as the comic comes to a close, we check on in with Mary Jane, who was also dressed like Black Cat because of a tie-in that dropped this week. She returns home at night only to find Janie, Ben's girlfriend, waiting for her with the stolen Dr. Octopus Beyond drive, meaning that the company's dark secret and the role they played in Peter's coma are about to enter the light very soon. And so that was Amazing Spider-Man issue number 87, everyone, and overall I thought it was an interesting little mixed bag of stories. On one hand, we get the whole sports movie training montage with Peter, which I felt does a good job keeping Peter himself relevant, and in this whole Beyond arc story while also showcasing his relationship with Cap and Black Cat in a way I don't think we've ever really seen before, and the other half that dealt mostly with the fallout of Ben Reilly finding out the dark secret of the Beyond Corporation, only he didn't get to keep those memories, did he? I will give Zeb Wells this though, he really does manage to make Ben into a a much more sympathetic character. He's like a sweater that Beyond keeps pulling the threads on over and over again as they see fit. Eventually, he's going to completely unwind or be unrecognizable. Overall, I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10. I did enjoy it. I'm enjoying the Beyond story, and I'm interested to see how it's all going to conclude now that Ben and Peter are on this collision course. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.